Hi, everybody out there with Life with Cousin Patches, and I'm back again with Miss
How you
P. You
doing?
know I always go to her for all my crazy legal shit because she's about the only legal friend that I do have. So, last time y'all seen her, we was talking about some of y'all crazy men to try to take them drug tests and going off in there the way y'all been going off in there. And she had to
Right.
let y'all know y'all ain't fooling nobody.
Right.
Well, today we are talking about the fact that I am so heated and I don't really care about how y'all may feel, how y'all feel about it. I am not mad at Zimmerman for acting the way he's acting. I'm going to tell you why I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him because we knew this is the kind of person that he was. We let him go. As a country, they decided that he was sane enough
Right.
to where he could walk free after shooting this child down.
Right.
So now he gets pulled over about like a month after that. Then he get pulled over. He had an open container and he had the gun. I guess the police feel like, yeah, you just got away with murder, so keep it moving.
Right. Celebrity.
Now his wife, y'all, has called in a pure whisper. He's gonna shoot us. He said he's gonna kill us all. He's gonna shoot us. I'm sitting here like, are y'all surprised? I'm not even fucking surprised. Because why would you why?
Well, I had read an article where she was saying that he felt like he was invincible after he, won the verdict. Like he just totally changed. He was going on like victory vacations and things like that without her, leaving her at the house.
Yeah, because he just said he's
Right.
Johnny Badass
And didn't show up to her sentencing. Didn't show up to her. She stuck by him throughout the whole trial.
Oh, so on her boy, he wasn't there.
He didn't show up. No, that's why she filed for a divorce.
And then he's
but she said that she can't. She has not been able to serve him with his papers because she can't find him.
Yeah, I heard nobody can find him right now. He's winning hiding.
Right.
And I just feel like it's not Zimmerman's fault. I think it's the law's fault. I'm mad at the law. I'm not mad at him because he's doing what he is. He's a low down dirty dog. Right. So I only can expect low down dirty dog shit out of him. Right. When we had him in our custody, we did not keep him locked behind bars like he should have. Right. Y'all let him walk. Right. And this is the very reason why I believe in street justice. So if he gets fucked up while he's after, I ain't mad at nobody else to do it. Because sometimes I feel like I may have to take it. If I see Zimmerman, you getting it. Simple as that. I'm hanging him out for fighting. This how it's going to be. Because I can't even be mad at this man no more. And everybody's like, if they catch him, he's going to have to do time and all this and all that.
He's being him. Honestly, he's being who he is, and now he feels like if he beat that, he can do whatever. And actually, he is doing it.
He's showing y'all that. He is exactly showing y'all that, and y'all allowed it to happen. This government allowed it to happen, and now this man is running around here loose, going crazy. I don't understand it, but when we had a time to control it, they didn't want to control it. Right. Now this is happening. It just hurts me because it'd be like I see people out here struggling to feed their kids and family, and they might do a couple little stuff. They may not be great practice, in order to take care of their family. Right. But they're not out here raping. They're not out here stealing from people. Right. They're just trying to make a little dollar. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. They throw the book at them. But this man, he can shoot black kids, and then he's threatening to kill up his wife and everybody else. And
right.
And it's just
Father-in-law, he just went on the rampage, basically.
Yeah. I feel like the government owe us. That whole juvenile system, you say that's why I ain't court, I can barely say it. But that whole court...
Judicial system?
Yes, ma'am. See, that's what we have for her. Yeah, that's it. They owe them a big, fat apology.
Right.
Because...
It was honestly, like I said, it was the evidence that was presented. You know what I'm saying? When those jurors have to make that decision, they have to make a decision based upon the evidence.
Yeah, but you got one dead kid, one man walking.
Right.
How much more evidence do you need?
You can't go on that. They have to make a decision clearly on. That's why to me,
that's why I can't do
the system is flawed. Because, of course, each person is going to bring in their own personal views on how they feel about the situation, even when they're hearing it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have their separate... You don't know what that person's past was. So you know how they feel about the
What
situation.
they call it when you threaten your wife with a weapon, but you didn't do it? What's the legal term for that?
I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember.
He didn't threaten his wife, so I guess he's threatened to assault
her. That's terroristic threat.
Basically, terroristic threat. I bet you he probably they probably gonna give him 3 to 5 years just for something like that alone, and he ain't even kill her. So I don't understand how you can get time for such a lesser crime because he didn't shoot her yet. It ain't hollering, it's terroristic threatening what he's doing to us, 3 to 5 years. You can get this time.
Right.
But you couldn't get no time for shooting kids.
I know what you're saying.
I don't get it.
I know. Because
that's why I'm angry black female.
It's not common sense. It don't work. The judicial system, I can't say it is. Mm-hmm. It's not about common sense. It's about the laws and being able to prove that a person broke the law, and this is how they broke the law, and this is the intent they had to break the law. You have to prove all of that in order for them to be found guilty on something. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it's set up. They say it's set up
stupid because they let that boy out
to protect the people, but which people are you trying to protect?
I don't feel like he's trying to protect the little people. I think they're trying to protect the big people. I don't even know. I just think, I'm just so flabbergasted with this. I was so shocked when I said, I'm more shocked at the fact that they trying to give him time for terroristic threatening and running from his little bail because, he's out on probation or whatever. Right. Then the time they could have got for this child's death. But, that goes to show,
it's the world that we live in. And
good will prevail out of this situation, and that's the reason why he keeps doing what he's doing.
Lesson learned.
My next subject is it's kind of legal. I just kind of feel like sometimes that our world that we in is getting controlled so much. I'm kind of a free person. I believe what I do at my home is my business. How I teach my children is my business. And if I'm in your establishment, I believe in acting accordingly to your establishment's rules.
Right.
Well, this bothered me, and I wanted to call you about it the other day. You was studying for finals or something. And this kid and his friend was in their front yard playing in their yard. They had these little air pistols that shoot the little air dots.
Right.
Little air dots, little guns. And they was playing with it. And I'm not saying guns is cool to play with for all kids, but we did Cowboys and Indians when we was little, so I'm not gonna say it's totally wrong because I would buy a water gun in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, these kids were playing their front yard with the gun. Somebody from the school seen it and told the principal, and the principal suspended both of the children for playing with these guns. But they was at their own home. And they said that somebody was trying to shoot at some kids on the bus stop, but they did not say if it was them 2 kids or not. But it was not at their school bus. It was not at school. They was at their own home. They kicked them kids out of the school. I don't think that's fair. How you feel about that? And explain to me why.
I can't explain it because I don't know. That sounds crazy.
Because they said they had no tolerance for, weapons and all that type of stuff. But if you're at home.
That would make me want to investigate on what grounds. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what's the rule? What are you saying that they broke? What are you, just tell me. Me personally, I have never been a fan of buying my children any kind of toy guns, period. Anything that you got to point at somebody else, I don't need it. I don't need it around because, it brings about a problem. And I don't do problem with children. I just alleviate the problem and take the toy.
Yeah, and that's pretty much on our household. But in some households, they give their kid a rifle to go duck hunting at 8.
Right.
I know I dated a white boy. He been shooting rifles since he was 8. Got his first gun.
Everybody's raised
a little differently. Right. And I just think when it's time to control something, how far does that schoolhouse control? What goes on in my home, I don't think you have the right to take away a child's education for him shooting a blow gun.
I'm not saying it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of fuckery that goes on. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's just pure fuckery. That we have to deal with, and then some things are logical. It makes sense. That's why I say before I can speak on it, I'm not one of those people that just don't pop off at the mouth. I do my research before I find out
what's going on.
What's going on, because I don't even understand to me, from what you're saying, it don't really make no sense.
It don't make no sense to me. But then I still feel like it's going back to the same root. I just, for instance, like people who work at General Motors or certain companies, they don't want no smoking. They don't want you to smoke cigarettes. They don't want you to smoke.
Right.
Okay? Well, I've heard of people getting fired because they've been seen smoking in their cars or, not on the ground, but at home or, on their way or outside or smoking cigarettes at the bar or whatever, and they've actually lost their job because of it. Two, I just think it should be, I think too many rules. I just don't think you should be able to control everything in everybody's life just because I work for you or if I go to a certain school.
Right. I agree with that. But I don't know. I feel personally that everything has changed. Before, when I was young, my parents, when they went to work, it was about family, support the family. You have a job to support your family. That was your main concern. Everybody's main concern just kind of shifted. And everybody, there's a lot of people out here with a motive. You know what I'm saying? So people feel like, and companies feel like they have to protect themselves because they don't know, those are the good reasons. Then you have these other companies that just want to be controlling and feel like, well, okay, if I'm going to pay you all this money to do this work, you're going to live your life like this. And I'm going to be able to check and run your shit through,
I said, I think there should be a law where you should be able to control what I do outside your ground.
I agree.
Because I don't think that's right.
I agree.
I guess unless you're working with children or something, because...
I guess, yeah, I agree with that. It depends on what kind of job it is.
Because Britney Spears is twerking it everywhere.
Right. Not Britney Spears.
Is it Britney Spears?
No.
Lizzie Lohan?
No.
She used to work for Walt Disney. Y'all know that I am. That little girl worked for Walt Disney. Anyway, she was twerking everywhere. Hannah Montana, yeah. I couldn't think it was one of them.
Miley.
Yeah. She's out here twerking it and being out hot, and I heard that Sprite dropped her. I heard that she can't work for Walt Disney no more
because
what she's twerking.
The crazy part about this whole situation, this is what baffles me, is you now have a different class of people, white people, saying a word that they think is new. They think twerking is new and it's cool. We've been using that word for years. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, oh, did you see the twerking video? Like, they just popping your head.
There's a twerk for here. And now she's twerking.
Right.
I don't know. Y'all know I'm crazy. I always say, hey, I'm nobody's role model. My last subject that I had last week was not for anybody's kids to hear, so hopefully nobody's kids, looked at it. Right. There's a couple conversations that I've had on this channel that you be like, girl, you said that? And I'm like, yeah, because I want people to realize I am human too. I am not without fault. I am not without sin. Right. But it doesn't make me a bad person. Right. It's the type of sin that I do, the type of sin that you do, that actually, judges how you're going to end up in life. So, if I have a little glass or two, hey, it's my business. But when you start taking things too far, it's just too much. And I feel like every time I turn around, I feel like more and more of my freedom is getting taken away every time I turn around. And there's some things are in place that they need. I think some people do stupid shit, and some things I don't understand. They just passed a law about talking on your cell phone or dealing with any kind of electronic device on the airport. Now, at the airport, because your airplane or whatever on the airplane while it's functioning. You ain't supposed to have nothing electronic going on because it messes with the controls. You should up in the water.
And you want that free.
And that sounds like reasonable.
Right.
You shouldn't even have to vote on that.
Reasonable, right. If it's reasonable and it's about safety and
understand
about protecting people, that's all understandable.
I'm for that.
Right.
That's idiot.
But when you start doing stuff to just take away my personal freedom because... You can't tell me because? You can't give me a reason why?
Just because I want to you?
Right. Just because you say so?
No, you're not my Lord. You're not my God. My Lord first and self-preservation comes first.
Right.
I'm not the one. It just tripped me out when they said they had to take a vote just for people to say, hey, I'm thinking to myself, who the hell are you talking to on that cell phone to where you can't hang up so we can fly across this water and get to where we need to be?
Right.
How important is your baby daddy to where he just can't call you back when you get off the phone? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even argue over that?
Or just act like your motherfucking phone is dead. We got to get there.
If it was left up to me, if there's a chance of something like that that's going to mess up the plane, I would confiscate your phone before you can get in my seat. So you better be glad I don't own a plane because I don't want to hear I don't want nothing jeopardizing me and my life. Right. So if you got to turn off your iPad, There should not be a vote.
Right.
Turn that motherfucker off.
Right. You're not gonna
be
like
on Facebook later.
Right. You're not gonna like it if I have to get involved with that decision.
You're not gonna like it.
Because you're either gonna cut that bitch off or you're gonna pick that bitch up off the floor.
What about
the way it goes, you're gonna get cut off.
Yeah. How you gonna be mad?
Right.
I mean, it's we fighting for the wrong reason.
Right.
At the wrong time.
Values. People and their values. It's amazing to me that, okay, you know, I'm not as young as most college students. I just started going back to school. And I'm in a class with a lot of young people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to me to hear their views and how they, you know, process and understand things. And honestly, sometimes it's just funny. Like, you are this old and you still think that way. like you really think that these people are going to try to be fair in any kind of way.
Yeah.
What do they get from being fair?
By golly, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. The more and more you learn about this system, the more and more you realize it is not fair. So
but at what point do you say, I'm going to do my part? Or do you just sit there and let it go down the tubes? Or do you just focus more on your family, your home, and know that income from doing whatever that is will benefit? And during the process, you know, be true to what you want to do.
Yeah, it's all about loyalty.
Right.
So yeah, so some of that stuff, I really do understand that. I really do. I'm for that. But then some of them things, like I said, you guys are crazy. I don't want to see nobody holding me up with handling my business because y'all don't want to do what y'all supposed to do so we can make it over the water safe. You know, I'm just not with it. I just think some people need to get their stuff together, you know.
Right.
And I'm just not with it. My last and final subject is, y'all know I gotta say something about us going over here to go help in this war.
Oh.
The president feels, if I'm understanding, and tell me if I'm understanding it right, he feels the fact that since we're Americans, we're bigger, we're better, stronger, that only be right to go help them fight. Okay? That's what the president is saying. The other people's like, it's not none of our business. Let's not even get involved with all that because they're going to be fighting anyway. This is their shit. I feel like we done warred. Me personally, I felt like we done did that one war together and done and over with. You know, some things, I don't believe we should fight every battle. You know, I'm still paying for high gas. Break it down to me to where the hell I can understand what the hell is going on and why do we need to help them.
Is it
wrong for me to feel like I don't want to go over there and help them?
That's another one of those things where I can't explain shit I don't motherfucking understand. I don't understand why they want to go. We ain't even came back from the war before this. And you trying to send our people, our citizens, to another country to fix somebody else's shit when our shit is fucked up. You got all these homeless people that don't have nowhere to stay, nowhere to live, know how to support themselves. But you have thousands upon thousands of homes that are just sitting there boarded up because no one has paid for them. But that's a shelter for someone to live.
And
our focus. But see, the crazy part about it is, though, if you pay attention to the news, they put on the news what they want you to see. When they see them talk about, you know, nuclear weapons and this and that, they want to start flashing that shit all over your motherfucker.
Yeah, the scare.
Right.
Because it does sound scary.
We need to react.
But they weren't coming for us.
Right. They telling us to mind our motherfucking business.
Yeah.
Is that what they're telling us to do?
And if we don't mind our business, that means
right.
It's funky with us.
Right.
And damn.
Yeah, people want to know why I want to leave the United States.
I don't
want to live in the United States anymore.
She's leaving the United States.
I know. I want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore because I feel like I see where it's headed, and it's not going to be good. I mean, if you look at what's going on in the world itself, our problems inside, and they're not focused enough to correct the issues that we have inside, you know, amongst each other. But y'all focusing on going to another country and fucking with the people that ain't got shit
and
to do.
And in my heart, I feel like Obama wants to do it. He says that, you know, it's not whether he want to do it or not. He feel like that's what we should do. But in my heart, I kind of feel like, nigga, you didn't feel like you didn't won one war. So you like, fuck it, I'm getting ready to fight all these battles. And we get ready to go there and knock down all this. I'm getting nuclear weapons. And you didn't go ham. I love you, Obama, but I'm not ready to go ham. I don't want to deal with mass destruction.
When it comes to
well, it's a mass destruction.
People, regardless, you know, people think, okay, if we get a black man in office, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. We already know politics in order for his name to get on the ballot, he already got to do something. It ain't just, okay, I'm going to vote for you just to vote for you. It's I'm going to vote for you on this, and I'm going to need you to have my back on this. So you know how politics work. So, you know, I hear a lot of people talk. I've read a couple of articles where they're asking, has Obama done everything he's promised to do?
Yeah.
And what did y'all think he was going to do? You think he was going to come in and change the world? Black man, first black president, going to come in and just flip script and make all the black people rich.
Whenever a white man messes something up, they usually send a black man in to clean it.
And not only to clean it, but you're going to take a lot of blame.
I hate to say that, no offense against nobody on this channel, because, you know, I really don't give a damn, but I just keeps it real, you know.
You take a lot of blame. You know, take a lot of blame for other mistakes.
I don't, you know, really feel that maybe everybody else is pushing on the panel, because, you know, whenever it goes through, it got to go through the House, instead of the House of Government, in order for this to happen. I honestly feel in his heart that he feels like sending these people back at her again.
Right.
And I just feel like, you know, I don't have no more money, and you only sent me, I take it back, two stimulus checks. For the first time you got elected and the second time you got elected. How much money I'm getting ready to get? Because that little $200 didn't last long enough for you to do another war, and then we have high gas and all this and all that, and we broke again. I don't want to go through all that again.
I think about our babies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people that are in the military, a lot of them are young kids. You know, they go off to, you know, start their life. And then they go out and they get killed. Like, what are we doing to our babies? We're sending them off to be killed? Like, war is bad. You know, people say war, yeah, that means we're fighting. But people don't understand. Lives are changed forever. Nobody wants to live through that.
And I don't want that country to be over going through what they're going through. But what happened to what the first thing this country does supposed to believe in? In God we trust. Right. And if we trust in God, don't you think that he's probably going to handle that situation in his own little way? Besides us sticking our soldiers back out there to deal with this situation again. I say let the chips fall where they may, and then we come through and kind of clean up the shit up.
And help you clean up.
Not some stuff that we destroyed to help you clean up. Right. After y'all destroy y'all stuff, we'll come over here and send y'all some packages.
Right. We will drop y'all off some care packages. Bring some medicine, some food.
All that.
Right.
So, until next time, you guys, you know I always come to y'all with all my political horror stuff with somebody that can break it down to us and where we can understand it. Because, honey, you know I'm like pop off. But she kind of let me know that, you know, I ain't that bad of American. And she feels kind of like how I feel.
I do.
You know? Come on, man.
It frustrates me.
Don't got to fight every battle.
Right.
Don't got to do all that. So chill out, Obama.
You cool.
We love you.
I'm telling you.
I don't got no more money for that.
Right.
I already cut my food stamps.
Right.
Come on, man. But anyway.
Mine just went up. Mine just went up today. $2. So instead of getting $74 a month, I get $76
for a whole household.
I can buy a whole lot of groceries
for a whole household. Lord Jesus. Subscribe, y'all. Y'all know y'all need to subscribe to Life for Cousin Patches. And don't forget about Mama Tino 1975 and Candy on Sweet Editions TV. Smooches.